Welcome back to Sons of Liberty, and yeah! Top 10 anime betrayals, Snake.
He was when Olga brought
Oh,
him
yeah. Snake absolutely betrayed Raiden.
Yeah, Snake, what the fuck?
How could you do this, Snake Senpai?
He doesn't exist.
How could this happen?
Raiden is literally a ghost.
Yeah, notice what he said. Raiden apparently doesn't exist in any databases, so they apparently can't tell who Raiden even is, apparently.
Wake him up.
Yes.
Hey, Solidus. Hey, Solidus.
Ocelot.
Yeah, Solidus has a Dr. Octopus style of suit, yeah.
I also Jack the Reaper, what?
Yeah.
Also, these rooms look familiar.
You remember me, don't you? You've grown.
Whoa. Please don't.
Press the Y button repeatedly to hold your breath, otherwise you'll choke. Alright, now time to find out the truth about Raiden's past.
Oh, here we go.
This is strikingly similar to something that was in the previous game.
It is, isn't
Yes,
it?
Raiden is
sounds,
trapped naked for this.
Yep.
I taught him everything.
You'll also notice that he has a dog tag on him now.
And barcodes on the sides of his body like he's flipping Hitman.
Love this Austin.
Austin Powers censorship, yeah.
Know me? You don't remember. Your name, your skills. Everything you know, you learn from me.
What?
Excuse me, what?
The 80s. A civil war. You were one of the best among the child soldiers.
Oh,
that fought in
great.
that conflict.
Yeah.
When you were barely 10 years old, you became the platoon leader of the small boy unit. At the time, your outstanding kill record earned you several nicknames, including White Devil and Jack the Ripper. Jack, I was your godfather. I named you. When the war ended, you disappeared from the relief center. I wondered what happened to you. I should have known they would recruit you.
They who, exactly?
It's an interesting coincidence.
If he's a lackey for the Patriots, I doubt he knows anything of
What?
interest.
What should we do with him?
We'll use him like you suggested.
What about Dead Cell?
Ignore them.
Oh, no, not again.
Liquid? Oh, sorry, I'm not saying it properly. Liquid!
Could it be that he's here too?
In another hour, we demonstrate the power of Arsenal gear.
Attack with
Oh, shit.
weapons, of course.
Looks like we weren't able to stop Arsenal whips. Sorry.
All is well with GW.
Well, yeah, we literally said we gotta go aboard it.
No, it's a football joke, Joe, but don't worry.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that
I mean, at the time of this recording, Arsenal are top of the league. It's top of the they'll win the Premiership.
Sorry.
there is reason to stop that.
Can't spell Arsenal without R, so. Okay.
Is that so? Perhaps I should be grateful to this kid for that.
Walking in that suit must be very awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Guess you master that.
This situation, I find it very nostalgic.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Inside Arsenal gear, of course. Actually, we're also inside the memory of Shadow Moses.
Is that so?
I'll take this back. You don't need this anymore, do you?
Piece of shit.
Olga. So are you working for these guys too now, Olga?
Shall speak
Et
again.
tu, Olga.
Don't move. Stay as
Oh.
you are.
Okay.
We're being monitored by a camera.
Oh,
What are you up to?
Oh, so you are.
I'm switching over
Okay.
to nanocommunication.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So let's see what Olga's been doing this whole time.
Mr.
Forgot the last
X,
2 years.
Ninja?
Correct. It's me.
I thought you were the leader of the Russian troops.
No, that was just a smokescreen.
A smokescreen?
I was sent to provide you support.
Support? Who sent you? The Colonel?
No, the Patriots.
What?
I deceived my troops, betrayed them.
But why?
My child is being held hostage by the Patriots. It
Oh.
all started 2 years ago when I lost my father during the tanker incident. My men and I had nowhere to go. So we joined forces with an illegal Russian organization.
The Russian Mafia?
Something like that, actually. I learned much later that it was a subordinate organization of the Patriots. I was expecting at the time. When I gave birth to my child, it turned out I was in a hospital run by the Patriots.
Shit.
In the morning, my child was gone. My baby is being kept somewhere in this country.
Have you ever met your child?
No. Once a month, they send me a photo of my child
How
via network.
considerate.
I've never even
How
held
horrible.
a child in my own arms.
I see. Given your situation, nobody can blame you for what you did.
That's your opinion.
What about Snake? I thought you were enemies.
He wasn't responsible for my father's death. Actually, we owe him our lives.
He used tranquilizers instead of actual
2 years
bullets.
ago, they were responsible for getting us out of the sinking tanker alive.
So you were partners since the incident?
No, I only found out the truth shortly before this.
Huh?
When I confronted him here.
You fought with Snake? When?
Well, it was around the time you were holding hands with that girl.
Snake.
So yeah, while we were escorting Emma, Snake and Olga came to an
So
agreement.
you joined hands with him to
Open the
pay
phrase
back
a
a
bit,
debt.
though. When you were holding hands with that girl.
It's mutual
Snake.
gain.
Her name was
My
Emma.
job was to assist you. If Solidus gets away with Arsenal, your mission is a failure. The Patriots would judge that as failure on my part and terminate.
So the
our
Patriots are Chelsea
Putting it
fans.
simply,
Gotcha.
My child's life depends on
Hey,
your
don't listen
success.
with those
So you did
arseholes.
it all for yourself. Why would the Patriots want to help me? Are they hoping I'll take Solidus out?
No, you're just like me. We're just pawns.
Pawns for what purpose?
The S3 plan.
Well,
You'll figure it out sooner or later, but I wonder if you'll handle the truth.
What do you mean?
Listen, we haven't got time for this. Solidus will commence his attack any minute. He's got to be stopped.
actually, eventually an
What about
hour.
the virus?
No results so far. I think the Patriots have tampered with the program.
Will it work?
So that's why it didn't work.
Get me out of this thing.
Not yet. I'll release your restraints after I leave
Yeah,
this room.
Where's my
she can do it
gear?
now to not look
Snake's got
suspicious.
everything. I couldn't.
So yeah, it turns out Snake is waiting with all of our gear for us.
And that
Oh,
means
gee,
even
what
the
a shock.
suit,
They
which
did
means
not
Raiden
betray
was
us.
free
The
actually had to
passage
go
had
away
to
buck
be
naked
waiting
for this.
there. I gave him a code key for the hangar.
So he's got to run through all
The
this
snake
nonsense.
plans
But
Yes,
Yes, Shiroi. Yes, Shiroi. But believe it or not, Shiroi, that's not the most bizarre part of this. Believe it or not, you're about.
poor guy.
What are you going to do?
Stay concealed.
Oh no, sure. Being Raiden is suffering. I assure you.
Still can't afford
Yeah,
to be
no, I
disturbed.
see that.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Ow.
Remember, she has.
Oh, right in the nuts!
Remember, she has to make it so that she doesn't look suspicious. Because
But did you have to go for the nuts, lady?
the more convinced, trust me,
What I thought of,
Tru-
convincing.
trust me, Shiroi. The more convincing, the better. As we're going to see later in the series, the Patriots have eyes everywhere.
And even now. Oh,
All right, and now
There we go.
the big reveal: codec call of Rose and
Are you
Jack.
all right?
Oh, yeah.
Jack, is it true? What Solidus said?
Yes.
It's unbelievable.
And that's why Raiden didn't. Basically, because of trauma, Raiden just wants to forget and not talk about this with anybody, including
SEC
Rose.
rules don't mean a lot in war. Someone told me that there are over 300,000 children in combat right now. I was just one of them.
So you remember. I thought your memory had been manipulated by them.
It was. But I have nightmares every day.
Yeah, Raiden
Pieces
is
of the
obviously
past
suffers from
I can't put
PTSD.
together.
Yep.
Why didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin
It's
to
not easy.
understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
With
I
all
didn't want you to get
respect,
hurt.
Rose, that's kind of something you don't
There was
just
never
show
a
out
real
right there
reason
and
for me
then.
to
By the way, honey, did you know that I was a child soldier?
And that
Sorry, go on, Jova.
was him.
Like, not for nothing.
It wasn't
Was your
your fault.
relationship even that
If I
deep that he was
survived the
ready
day's
to show
fight,
that kind
I
of
was
stuff? Like,
praised,
Mhm.
fed, and had a
goddamn.
bed to sleep
Yeah.
in. I think I was only 6 when I held my first AK. But I'm not even sure of that.
Jack,
I'm not like Snake. I never questioned why we fought. There was no purpose, no way out. They give you a gun, you ask how many to kill.
Well, since you were indoctrinated, that's
The one they
understandable.
shot Instead,
it's okay. No one is blaming you.
Yeah, what she
we
said.
were shown Hollywood action films every day. The kind with macho guys and big guns. They call it image training.
So what, they watch
They
Commando on a
built
loop?
us for
Commando, Rambo, and
killing
shit like that.
machines.
To desensitize, it's desensitization drips. Desensitize the child to violence as much as possible.
In the food?
The gunpowder had toluene in it, giving it hallucinogenic properties. It kept us drugged, controllable.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's monstrous, actually.
And it's still a sad
Civil War
reality in a
ended.
lot of
Those of
places.
us
Yep.
who survived were taken in by NGOs. They gave me a new life in the States. I can't complain. But nothing's changed. The only people who have no problem with my past have secrets and agendas of their own. Terrible nightmares. Every night. I can never forget.
Jack.
I'm afraid of the night. That's why I don't sleep next to you.
You should have told me.
Told you what? That I'm a killer? And always have been?
No. No.
What I hate more than anything else in the world is my own past. I didn't want you or anyone to know about it. Now I know why I was chosen for this mission. No one can take him on. Take him down. Except
So yeah,
me.
this is a very this got a lot more personal for Raiden now.
I
I won't lie, that line is a bit normy for me.
Jack, I love you the way you are now. You have to believe me.
With dialogue like this, I'm not surprised it's
I
not
didn't know
me.
anything about you.
Yeah,
I admit
no,
that.
I'm sorry. It's supposed
Where
to
you
be
were
a big
born,
confession.
How you grew up.
It
But I
comes
know
off
that
as
now.
Rose once again
And I
going,
know
"Well, why
that what
didn't
I
you
feel
tell
for
me?"
you
Like,
can only
screw the
get
fact
better.
that you feel
I'll
this
share
way
in your
about it.
past if
What
that's the
about
price.
me?
Oh,
I
it's not necessarily that.
doesn't work that way.
I
Whatever.
don't even.
No one can
I didn't
share
even
the
blame
burden
the
of what I've
actress. I
done.
mean,
Oh
how
no,
else
Lara
you gonna
Cody
make
is not the
that?
no, Lara Cody is not the
Things
problem.
couples share.
Oh no! She's not the
I
problem. It's
accept the
just
good and the
nah.
bad,
The
Jack.
script here
Yeah,
was
said
not
these.
doing it
The
for
idea
me.
is that
Someone
not
you
so
love.
much of Rose wanting to put attention on
I
her,
don't
but
want to
more
share
like
my past
wanting
with
to
anyone.
understand
I
Raiden
just
being
want to
literally
forget about it.
ignorant about the subject matter.
Jack,
Like,
The problem
I
is that
haven't
Rose
told you.
constantly
You
goes
know,
on
This is
a
actually
line
important
to
now.
force it out of him.
yeah.
So now it's time for Rose to tell us her truth.
The last 2 years.
All
with
right,
you,
what did you
Oh
do,
boy,
lady?
here we go.
I hoped for,
Jack.
but I can't go any farther. I know you want to get married, but I can't. I can't risk starting a family. There's no way to erase my childhood.
It's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
Oh, never mind. I forgot. That's
Oh,
later.
boy.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Rose's confession is later. Never mind. Okay.
Alright,
yeah.
time for Raiden to
Go on.
just and here you go. That's how you control Raiden. He has to cover his crotch all the time.
Yes.
And if you actually perform a dodge
Pedro.
move, he does a flip like that.
Quickly,
Yeah, I
Jova,
was about
please.
to ask
All right,
Pedro, are
Jova.
you gonna show off the court?
Yes, I will. But go on, Shirei.
Whip. Look at him go.
Yes.
This is a Metal Gear. This is a serious plot, by the way.
Hold on. Shirei has a question. Go on, Shirei, quickly, please.
Like, they've been together for, like, years.
2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay. I do kind of get the complaint then, because if they'd been together a lot longer than that, I'd be wondering, you know, why wouldn't you have told her? Not in, you know, excruciating detail, but, like, at least hint at some things, because, like, it's gotta be terrible if your partner doesn't want to, like, either share a bed with you or spend time with you and you have no idea why. Like, that sounds like something that would suck. But
Keep in
they've been
mind,
together for 2 years. I don't think she can expect him to talk about that kind of thing, actually.
keep in mind, they weren't even.
Hold on,
at a
I'm
point-
gonna have to interrupt you guys because, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Oh.
The music.
Raiden, do you copy? You must continue your mission.
I've lost all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
Oh,
he was
here we
never
go.
factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
What?
I can't do much naked, especially in this temperature.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
Raiden, take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal
Dress
intact.
like
We have a
this?
problem, Colonel.
Colonel, are you under orders?
I
from
mean,
the
I
Patriots?
Hold
can't
on,
take
Jova.
out Arsenal gear while I'm showing off my
Wait,
arms.
my role? What the fuck does that mean, my role?
Structure and disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you keep saying that?
Why not? This is a type of role-playing game.
Ah.
The point is
What?
to play out your part.
Kojima.
And I expect you to turn in a
Oh, sure, right.
Get away from the script.
Hold on, sure. Because you cannot stop him now. He's gone.
Once.
Hold on.
Complete
He's off
your
in his
mission
Kojima
according to
world.
the
So yeah, Shiwei, I just remembered something. She has never met the Colonel in person. Not once.
Over
They
and out.
kidnap Rosa?
And he just said, no more questions, we have Rosemary. What do you mean you have Rosemary? What the fuck?
It also doesn't help also that
Oh,
the enemies
hold on.
these areas are very
Hold on,
aggressive.
too. Here we go.
Damn it, guys, I'm trying to get my clothes back.
Raiden, turn the game console off right
Excuse
now.
me.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
You know, for
What's
most
wrong
Metal
with you?
Gear fans,
Don't
this was
worry.
the first
It's a
time they
game.
ever heard that
It's a
line,
game, just
but
like
OGs will
You'll ruin
remember.
your
Yeah.
eyes
First
playing
time
so
that
close
was
to the
spoken
TV.
was
That's a meme,
back in
bro.
the original game.
Raiden.
Hold on.
Thursday when I was driving home.
Okay.
I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me. When I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Fine, forget it.
What the fuck?
Hold on, sure, it gets better.
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
What?
Okay.
Colonel, have you had any drinking?
Take your meds, Colonel.
Guys, I'm actually freezing my balls off here.
Again,
Can
this
we
is not
stop?
also helped by two factors. The music being extremely eerie and the enemies in this area being very ruthless. Like,
That being said-
it doesn't that you don't have
And yes, Shiroi, like Raiden made a good point. Raiden has never met the Colonel once ever in person. Yeah.
suspicious.
Ooh, and we got card box number 5, which is also one of the Ender's cardboard box.
Cool.
Oh, finally,
that
something to cover
cross-promotion.
me.
God damn it.
Damn it, not again.
Yes, Colonel, what is it?
Infiltrate.
Oh.
The enemy fortress.
Wait a minute,
Not
I
the right
recognize
game.
No, Colonel, wrong game. That's the original Metal Gear.
Yeah, Colonel, what's going on with you?
Did someone forget to
Okay.
change his batteries?
It's funny you mention that, Shiroi.
Either that or Paul hiding just
He's not got the right copy of the script.
Okay, let me put it like this. Despite the fact that people are split on this plot, one thing everyone loves is this segment with
Oh
the
no,
Colonel.
this segment is still to this day memed and referenced and everything because, I mean, come on,
It
this...
also helps the fact that we just got an idea what the plot ideally is, you know, that the fact that Jack is...
Colonel. Yes, Colonel, what is it?
What is it now?
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do?
Fuck
with
off,
your
you're
time?
not
Don't you have anything better to do?
we're on our roll.
But yeah, we just established that Jack has such a personal connection with Solidus, and now it is the perfect kind of connecting all the pieces of the puzzle. Why Raiden was chosen for the mission, you know, why there seems to be an attachment and everything. And now, immediately after, we start having this curveball. And we're not stopping, by the way.
No, we're not stopping here.
Oh yeah, no, it
We're-
gets crazy.
We're gonna go deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole until we hit the bottom.
More like the intestines. That's it's not hyperbole.
Go on. Yes, Colonel. What?
Productive conversation.
Remember to charge your colonel.
And
Is that the name of the developers?
yes, very good. Those.
I figured.
Gonna need to put some Easter eggs. Remember, during the during confrontation with Psycho Mantis, doing the Twin Snakes, you get portraits of the developers that are laughing at you. So
basically, I'm taking my time so I can get as much out of AI kernel as possible.
Pretty much, yeah.
An anemone or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them, it's a good idea to wear gloves.
That's one of my personal favorites. An anemone or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them, it's a good idea to wear gloves.
I think Pedro sent off commentary that my favourite one of these is in this part.
It is. Don't worry, Dwibs. Just wait till the
Pretty
end.
much all of them in this part.
I was able to get pretty much all of them via editing. I wasn't able to trigger all of them personally, but that's what YouTube is for. Because they're actually... But to give you guys an idea... Oh, hold on. Yes, Colonel, what is it?
Variety level 13.
Sorry,
the armations.
No, Colonel, that's the first... That's Metal Gear Solid VR missions for the PS1. Wrong game again, Colonel.
God damn it.
We're on the PS2 now.
You were asking, Shiri?
I said, do you mean these calls?
Yes.
Like,
basically, to give you guys an idea, there's even 2 calls that were left unused, but they still were left in the game's code. Fortunately, there's a YouTube video where they restored them. They basically did
They data mined them and restored them.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. And yes, when you're in a cardboard box, you can also take a look in first person via the hole. Go on.
So, if we're trying to discuss stuff in between these, I just want to check how frequent do the codec calls, at least the ones that you edited,
They're very,
as well?
they're very randomized. Even in
Yeah, it's random. It's random.
I was asking more so about the ones that you edited in.
Whoa.
In my past life. Those were the good old days.
Sans, what happened to you, buddy?
You joined the military.
That's also another.
what's happening to your face, my dude?
That's also another one of my favorites. I was a North American fall webworm. My past life. Ah, those were the good old days. What were you in your former life?
How wonderful.
All right, we're also about to get what is by far my favorite, and probably the one that gets memed the most.
Okay.
Right, and he still has to do all of these.
I'm giving it just one more codec call before I go for the door. Come on, Colonel. Ah, look at that censorship, huh? Hold on.
So now you want me to call.
Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't.
Also, what's with these angles?
Hold on.
On Saturday morning last week.
Oh, it's not this one. It's the next one.
Guy leaving Rosemary's room. How should I put it? It was like they were intimate. I'm sorry. Sorry to bring this up during the mission.
Oh!
But
what timing?
Finish the fucking phrase, my dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, right after Jack and Rose had their
private conversation.
Hold on, I think it's now actually.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey Rock. I need scissors. 61.
Yes!
What?
What he said.
What?
another one.
You got a PSG-1? You can use that against sniper.
Wrong game, Colonel.
Colonel, do you know what game you're in? Exactly.
Probably not.
Colonel, he's not even in the right generation again. That was a PS1 game.
Stop calling me!
President Baker should be somewhere to the south.
Again, that's Metal Gear Solid 1, Colonel.
And save him before the terrorists discover his code.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
What?
Hi.
Hello,
Let me
Kamiratan?
just send this right to Busy. Is that Kojima's wife?
Who knows?
Is he engaged?
You might remember her from some of the posters. That has some.
No. Oh, okay, remember Tio. Kojima based Rose off of his wife.
Yeah, he did.
I'm rating you, Raiden.
Hey,
As you can-
I'm trying.
As you can see,
This
Shiroi.
was getting intimate with, you know, a bottle of rosemary.
As you can see, Shiroi, there's Salvatore took inspiration from this.
Oh,
No,
yes.
no more
I-
question. No more questions, Shiroi. We have Rosemary. But anyway, so lady, Kamiratan? I guess.
Okay, I guess that's
okay, I guess that's it. Yes, Colonel. What is
By
it?
calling him on Skype during the game development.
Your mission is to infiltrate the Fortress Gallowade, rescue the hostages, and neutralize...
No, that's Ghost Babel. Colonel, you're wrong there.
Hey, look, a Ghost Babel reference.
Basically, Shiroi, that's a reference to a Game Boy Color spin-off,
But
basically.
it's an alternate continuity. It's not even canon.
Oh, hold on.
In really bad shape
Oh.
financially.
Oh.
I pay money to my ex-wife as part of our divorce settlement.
Sorry.
and other bills. I just had no choice but to make you pay for lunch the other day. I'm really sorry.
Okay.
And now, alright, here's some others.
Snake. Remember what De Gaulle said.
I'm not Snake.
Yeah.
The
Well, we
graveyards
called
are
you
full of
Snake at the start of
indispensable
this
men.
mission, didn't we?
But I've been calling
Also,
you
what is
Raiden.
Mei Ling doing?
This is
Posing for
from...
the camera.
Yeah, this is from
The
the...
army mission,
Yeah.
yeah.
Surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid...
And now he's quoting Mei Ling.
Whenever you can.
from the previous game.
The Japanese VA and Paul I do like.
Oh, hold on.
Bogus score using some ingenious trick with you. That's just about as low as anyone could possibly...
And yes, that protocol only triggers if you're using a cheat device.
Raiden, you cheated.
Hold on.
But not just the game, but yourself
Are you
too.
frustrated about something?
That's if you kill a lot of people throughout the game. Whoa, Colonel! Gee, personal space, Colonel, geesh.
Training will have to be postponed if we are invaded by UFOs.
Oh, you're not
There's a
Yeah, this is another one of my favorites.
The machine is automatically sorting cargo according to some system. Take a good look at the device.
Sick.
Talking about it.
Enter the track on the
No, that's OG Metal
Wait a
Gear.
minute, you're not Big Boss.
Also, Colonel, there's only
Oh,
one
Dibs, here it is.
Two detector.
Episode 1, New York. Here
Hey.
the secret dreams
This is Dibs' favorite.
Something is being bought, sold, and thrown away, even as we speak. But behind the scenes of business as usual, the nefarious J.E. Corporation lines its already bloated coffers with profits from worthless products.
Oh,
As J.E.
Honest
swindles
Traders
down
Metal Gear Edition.
Might as well.
There's a top secret task force to put a stop to the menace. Now, the city's best kept secret spy is out there, briefed and ready to protect the people from J.E., the catalog of conspiracy. Just call him 2.5.
Title.
Like Shakespeare said.
That was actually a novel you could get in Ghost Babel. Only the European or Japanese versions of Ghost Babel.
Yep.
God, imagine Ghost Babel, a flipping Game Boy Color game having a whole novel inside of it. Only with Kojima.
And it was turned into a audio.
Colonel.
Colonel!
It was turned into an audio book only in Japan.
Oh, hold on.
That someone who has committed all those twisted acts in the woman's bathroom would make it this far. Well, this is the end of the world.
Raiden, what did you do?
On level 1.
Remember, Shiroi, we kind of shot out the toilets earlier in the women's bathroom.
Yeah. Basically, Shiroi, you get different protocols based on how you've been playing throughout the game. That's Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, Colonel.
Czechoslovakian biologist.
Man, Colonel, of all the games you... Colonel!
His battery's finally ran out, guys.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. If he's asleep, how did he call me?
Detonation codes. The only way to stop the launch now is to use the...
Again, Metal Gear Solid 1, Colonel.
No! No! We're not doing the car key stuff again.
You know, considering that this is all, you know, through brainwaves and shit, Raiden probably has a migraine right now.
You have no idea, Shiroi.
Destroy the structure. Snake,
His head's gonna
destroy the power
explode.
plant's main turbine. It's located in the B1 floor of the plant. Break into the B1 floor.
Raiden? I'm eating right now. Get back to me later.
You called me!
I'm not home right now. Please leave a message after the beep. Beep.
Mind the gap.
No!
This a while back, but you have far too many game overs. Sorry to be blunt, but you really stink. Listen, you haven't reported.
Hey, why is the background black now?
Because there's this codec
Restored ones.
Yep. There's no actual subtitles for that call.
got rescued, but in order to actually visualize them, they put in.
Oh boy!
All right, now it's Rose's revelation.
I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
There you go. Rose is an agent of the Patriots.
By the Patriots.
Which means all that love junk here was a ruse.
Yeah, it was all an act.
It's an ugly word.
Which?
God awful dialogue for nothing.
Yeah.
Are you still
Also,
there?
to go back
Was
to your
sleeping
point
with me
earlier,
a part of the
Shiroi,
job?
consider this.
I fell in love
They
with
not only
you.
had they
How
only
could
been going out for
anyone?
2
I
years,
can't excuse
they
what I
weren't
did.
even at a point
I've
where they
recorded
decided
every
if they
detail
were
of your
ready to
personal life
spend
to
the
them
rest
these
of
2
their
years.
lives
What
with
you
each
did,
other.
said,
What she
everything.
was pressuring
Must have
Raiden
been
to tell her is not
some
something you
things I
tell
didn't
someone
tell anyone.
unless you're absolutely certain
what I
that you
felt for
know.
you.
That being said,
It's
Shiroi.
meant to
Sorry.
be.
That being said, Shiroi, over the course of the time that she's been with him, she actually did eventually fall for him for real. Even though, of
I'm
course, it was
sorry,
started out
I
as a
know
lie.
what I
It's
Basically.
the whole becoming the mask kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's
I'm-
like
I
a
get
very
used.
manipulative and
I
questionable
reinvented myself to
relationship.
Yep.
suit your tastes.
Keep in mind,
The hairstyle,
Raiden,
clothes, the way I move,
and Raiden
things
has
I
no
talked
reason to
about.
believe that she's
You
really
say
in
you
love
the
with him.
color of
For all
my
he knows,
hair,
this
my
is all still
eyes.
part of the ruse.
They're not
And
even real.
yeah, I'm gonna be
You must have
sorry.
gone over my
No,
psych
this did
profile
not
with
endear
a
me to
fine-tooth
Rose.
comb.
In fact, this is
It
again
was
part of
my
the big
job.
reason why Rose
Great
was.
performance.
Well,
Had
to
me
put it
completely
nicely,
fooled.
the fan base
What I
did not
really
gel
wanted
with
was
Rose.
for you
No.
to see the
And
real
there's
me.
into this day, Rose is still regarded as the big weak link of this
It
game.
was worse to lie to myself than
And
to you.
yeah, honestly,
The
she's
more love you
probably
gave
one
me,
of the biggest
the
reasons
more
why
it hurt.
people are still
Because I
somewhat
knew
split
the
on the plot of
person
this
you
game, and that's
loved was
because
just
she
a
plays a big
character.
part in this
So
game
it
here.
was
Keep in
artificial
mind,
on
the
my
backlash
end,
was
too.
so real that
It was
even
just a
Kojima
game,
took the
not
piss
a
out of it in
thing.
Snake Tales,
Yep.
essentially. Especially given that one mission that
What?
kind of makes Rose
in
out to be
love,
one of the
or
big
thought I
bad
was.
guys.
With
It's
someone
pretty
who didn't
funny, I'm not
exist.
gonna lie,
I
but
was trying
again,
to
it
be
really
someone
does show
who
the
wasn't,
backlash was
by
real.
loving what wasn't
And I
real.
get where people are
I don't
coming
know
from
who you
here.
really
See,
are.
the problem
The
with this
person I knew
story
isn't real.
is that,
She's not the woman
well,
I'm talking
given
to
what
right
happens
now.
later in
In a
Metal
sense,
Gear,
the
it's to be
deception was
assumed
my
that
own,
we're
not
supposed to
theirs.
like Rose,
Jack, I
essentially.
thought I was
Given
acting
what
because
we
that
later
was
find
my
out in later
job.
games here.
But I did fall in love with
Yeah,
you. That
no.
wasn't an
Again,
act.
look. The reason
expect
a
me to
character
believe
like
that?
Goto works is because the game never asks you to
have
feel
your
sorry
reasons,
for
right?
him. You are free to hate
I
that
understand,
character,
but I
like
have
him,
nothing
see
left
the
to-
tragedy or
Jack.
whatnot. Regardless,
What?
he still gets his
I'm-
comeuppance.
Oh,
I'm
Oh
carrying.
boy.
I'm pregnant.
There you go. Turns out Rose is. Oh,
Rose, what's going on?
What a great thing to lead him off on.
Also, like, even if she did genuinely fall in love with him, he has no reason to trust her. And honestly, get out of Dodge, dude. Seriously.
Pretty much, yeah.
in the meantime,
Now you showed up.
and there you go, Snake in it.
Waiting, huh?
Kept you waiting, huh? Yep.
Finally, someone who's real.
you sure?
Look at that sculpted ass.
He's sneezing.
Which one? There's two on display.
Alright, we're also
Finally.
about to get one more meta line as well.
Everything you had when you were captured is still there.
Yeah. You know the drill by this point.
Sorry about earlier. I had to use you as bait to gain access to Arsenal. It worked.
Why didn't you tell me about Olga?
You never asked. Happy about that? Get over it.
Yes,
Any
sir.
effects of the virus yet?
Still waiting.
Oh, so you've seen that review.
Sure. Also, sure. Notice how they're asking about if they're still seeing if there's any kind of effects from the virus that we put in using Emma's disk. So let's see.
Sorry, repeat that?
Notice how they're waiting to see if there's any effects on Arsenal gear from the virus that Emma put in the disk that we used earlier.
Also, yes, this thing is containing 25 rays.
No way we can.
We can.
Yeah.
Because we have no other choice.
How?
I've stocked up on Stinger missiles. Oh yeah, Olga left this for you.
Alright, Shiro, even though you never played it, I'm sure you're familiar to some extent with Metal Gear Rising, right?
My only familiarity is the soundtrack.
Well, okay.
Of course, you probably have heard it has to be.
Well, you probably saw the image.
Series,
Well, you
got weapon with specialized ECQC.
Well, you probably saw the image of Raiden using a katana blade. Well, there you go.
Yes.
Raiden's katana blade was originally given to him by Snake, right here.
Huh.
Knowing what happens to it in Metal Gear Rising, this is kind of sad.
This is mostly the first prototype. Later on, his model will be a vibro frequency.
Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut.
As you can imagine, though, being the first for the series, the controls are a bit clunky for the sword.
You can
And not only that, but they introduce this gameplay style way near the end of the game.
Well, if it helps you, you don't have to use the katana blade. You can keep using the rest of the guns.
Jova, question.
Yes.
Since Devil May Cry came out the same year this game did, are the controls in that game similar to the ones here?
Much similar than that. Here we try to mimic the
different.
movement of the sword.
Also, not only that, but they're kind of different genres, so it would be weird if they controlled the
Let me put it this way. Considering that the swordplay is not the focus of the game like it is in Rising, this is still fine. Obviously, it's not like if you're expecting something akin to a Platinum Games game or Devil May Cry game, yeah, you're not going to get that. That being said, go on.
I would say it is a bit jarring because it does feel like the game wants you to use the sword for the sake of, that gameplay and cutscene synergy.
Later on, it will become the iconic now
Well,
for Raiden.
One of the later cutscenes has Raiden pointing a gun, so not necessarily. But like I said,
again, that's like one cutscene. But for the climatic stuff,
for the climatic final boss, yes, I can agree with that. That being said, like I said, gameplay-wise, outside of the final boss, you can still use the gun. Oh, here you go. Listen here.
What about you, Snake?
Oh yeah, what about you, Snake?
If you run out of
this
ammo,
bit.
Hold on.
mine. You got enough? Absolutely. Infinite ammo.
Got the right equip for it.
In case you
For
forgot.
those who may not recall, in previous games with a certain headband, you would get an infinite ammo, essentially.
Yep.
Snake, have you ever enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
No, it was field training when I was a kid. I lied, Snake. I have more field experience than I can remember. It's not VR that's doing this to me.
Raiden.
So I'm a bit split on the revelation of Raiden being this big child soldier thing, because if you have been paying attention to the story, what they've been building up to is Raiden being an allegory for the character. Like he's gotten a lot of his training for stuff like VR,
I mean the player.
like a video game, and now Rose constantly goes about how he doesn't have time for her, like a gamer who's too obsessed with a game. Then they throw in the plot twist that, oh no, actually it wasn't from all the VR missions, it was because he was a secret child soldier, and I feel like, that's suddenly a big ton of backstory that doesn't make him as easy to sympathize with as he would have been prior there. I do get it's all part of the plan here and there.
I think it works for the better if you ask me, but whatever.
Honestly, I think it still works both ways, honestly, if you ask me.
Believe in
You know what? That's fair. I personally am a
Come on.
bit bothered by it, but no, I mean, okay, it's not like that's a bit that ruins the
It's
story
connected
for
to
me.
something probably tied to the next part because I wanted to put a quote on that and I wanted to contest.
Snake.
Hey, Otacon.
Oh,
Icon.
Hey,
You all
Otacon.
right? Yeah. So are all the hostages.
That's
Cool.
good news.
Perfect.
How's everything on your end?
Finally got
All
some
right for
good
now.
news.
But there is something.
What?
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
just
You're
That,
telling me.
that's the understatement of the fucking century.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
I'll dig around.
Thanks. I owe you.
Alright, so Otacon is gonna get to the bottom of
Call
this.
me on the codec. I might be able to help. The frequency is 141.12.
okay.
Hey, wanna try calling the Colonel again?
Not the time, sadly.
No. No, I don't think I
Ah,
will.
dang, a cipher!
Alright, now let's take down some enemies. So Shiroi, question. How's that heavy injection of meta-ness that I had Teo inject in you? How's that feeling right now?
I think the game. I think you might need a new copy. Something's up.
Oh, really?
After all, the game.
Alright,
Just a little scratched, we think.
alright.
Possibly.
Alright, Teo, prepare dose number 2.
Never enough these.
How many do you have prepared? Jesus.
We have plenty of them.
It's like the snowman trauma where the killer always has those tranquilizer parts.
So Shiroi, might as well ask you, since you said you really loved the meta stuff in the original Metal Gear Solid. So what do you think of this entire injection of meta stuff that was just dumped on you?
It was a lot. I love it, but it was a lot.
Mind the gap, Shiroi.
I forget if there's...
We are not in London. Be quiet.
Remind me, Pedro, did the ability to reflect ammunition with the katana originate from this game, or did that just come from...
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it starts in later.
The katana is it's a bit clunky here. Regiment does dancing in order to streamline the fact, especially the fact that you don't have a dedicated block path. So as long as you run towards the enemy, you will reflect most of the simple projectiles very easily.
Even my patience has its limits. I just don't think I can leave this up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
This is also something that has started since a couple of parts, as I mentioned, but as you have noticed, also the music has started to become more eerie.
Yeah.
I would like to commend this game, because at least that's from my point of view. If you know, I'm very susceptible to these, but it's amazing how, despite all these eeriness, the game does it as the respect of not giving you a single jump scare. Sure, there's a bit of unsettledness of the Colonel appearing in different poses and everything, maybe a bit suddenly, but they argue it's not really a jump scare, and I honestly am very thankful for
Well, this is not a horror game, so I don't think that would even fit in a game like this.
honestly, if they wanted to, they could have probably popped it in. You'd be surprised, Pedro. Yeah, a piece of media does not have to be horror bound for them.
Hold on, this is important.
Raiden, about this colonel of yours. I
What?
found out where he is.
Where?
Inside Arsenal.
What?
I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point, it's the origin of the signal.
You're shitting me.
And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI. The so-called GW.
So there you go, Shiroi. We've been talking to an AI this whole time.
I think it means
That
AI,
explains a lot.
that's glitching though.
Which
Keep in mind though.
Yeah, and that what you just saw with that meta stuff, Shiroi, that's the AI glitching.
GW was most likely stimulating
But hold on,
activity in the
hold
dormant
on.
part of your brain
Why is
through
the AI
signal
glitching all of a
manipulation your own
sudden? It's been working
nanomachines.
very
The
fine to
colonel
the
is
point
in
where,
part
again,
your
it's
Oh,
like
wait.
to a real person.
expectations and experience.
Yeah, think about this, Shiroi. So there you go, Shiroi. The meta stuff that we just saw, that was foreshadowing for the fact that the virus is indeed affecting GW, or Arsenal if you prefer. That's why that shit was happening.
Oh, hooray!
So that meta joke stuff, that's not just there for humor. That's an actual part of the foreshadowing for this reveal that we just got.
Also, Jova, all those calls answer your question. Like, we've been playing the game for too long and the AI needs a break.
I can't do that. Let's go.
Like, go outside for a few hours,
Oh.
maybe it'll be fine.
My mom.
Shiroi, turn the console off right now.
What? What did you say?
Raiden, they've got Rose.
What?
Yeah, sure, they've got Rose.
It's a trap.
Why are we trusting you?
Raiden, get a grip.
Yeah, Raiden, get a grip.
It's a trap. Since the Colonel doesn't exist.
I love how
there's
Snake
no
was
way
able
he
to
can
butt
take
in on
Rose
the
hostage.
codec call frequency.
You're right.
I am right.
Okay. Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird. She's your...
What if I've never really met her?
What?
If the Colonel is something that I partly dreamt up, then everything I remember about her could be...
Don't jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden.
Is this what Olga was talking about?
There's still a lot to unpack.
Exactly.
Now we just
So
have
what
girl
you're saying, Shiro, is that you hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw space with a tuning fork does a raw blank on Harakiri Rock.
Alright, take your meds, Grandpa.
I need scissors. 61.
You are not getting any scissors, much less
Do you want me to get ideas by episode 2?
Okay, my favorite is that one, but I also I'm a soft spot for the an anemone or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them, it's a good idea to wear gloves.
I like how Rose wasn't there when you saved the game.
No,
There.
that's because Rose is now being held hostage by the Patriots, Shuri. So.
Sure.
Or is she?
Or is she?
Who knows what's real?
Who knows what's real anymore at this point?
No.
Alright, so, yeah, hell, we might not even be real.
Yeah,
I
she.
told you guys, you're all figments of my imagination.
I mean, hell,
Just been sitting in a
might not.
corner.
Even in the past, I might not actually have she was here with
Scrappiest
your
you found
life.
that in my head.
Dwebs, I'm eating right now. Go get back to me later.
Yeah, Tio, I don't think... Tio, that guy I met in Manchester at that one time, I don't think that was even you.
No.
You know, I'm
most
really
probably
sorry
just
I've been
cover
effing
up.
to divert money from our SCWRM funds, guys, but my wife's threatening to take the kids in the divorce, and I have to pay the legal bills. You understand, right? I promise I'll pay back your house eventually.
Okay, so after we've had our existential crisis...
Real quick, Jova, so what's your favorite AI kernel quote?
Yeah, I think it's the divorce and funds one.
Theo?
Oh god, probably the turning the game console off. Again, this concept will also work if we expanded work better also in Eternal Darkness.
Okay,
These records.
to finish this off, I know it's
I
your
thought
first...
you were gonna say that because it's referencing the first game, but I gotta give him credit though. Okay, I remembered a lot of the other references. I forgot that this game actually does reference Ghost Babel. Like, holy cow!
And for the record, Paul Hiding, the voice of Colonel, he's particularly very proud of the work he did for this game, and he's very vocal about it on YouTube comments and social media and stuff like that. So,
yeah, no, like I said, this is probably some of the best material in the game.
Shiroi, I know that this is your first time experiencing this, but might as well ask why not. Off the top of your head, do you have any of your favorite from the quotes you just witnessed?
I don't know, but there's a lot here.
There is a lot indeed. All right, everybody. While Shiroi recomposes herself, we will prepare for next time. We go into a next part where. Prepare yourself, Shiroi, because next time, this is where the game comes into peaks with the codec call. Not a codec call, Shiroi, the codec call. The codec call to end all codec calls. What a lot of people, myself included, call the most profound moment in gaming. So tune in next time, everybody, for the big reveal of the game's theme. See ya, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah.